Thanks for coming back in, my friends. Thank you. We're back down on the river, my friends. And a barge just moved right upriver, so we're going to have a little bit of driftwood for a few minutes, but this should pass pretty quick. If it's our last beautiful day before we get some really bad weather coming in, so I had to come out here and hit the water. I don't know if there's anything going to be hitting down here down on the river, but we're going to find out. You got worms, got corn, got all three rods back together. I had to jury rig like a little sucker on this, on our little rod. But I got it working. Folks. We have corn on that one, worm on this second rod, and we're gonna have worm on the third rod. Let's see. We both have like 1/8 of an ounce jig heads. We're just gonna be kind of drift fishing here, hoping something grabs her. Of course, with this one, I've got a bigger weight on. I've got a 1/4 ounce full of weight on this one. Let me put a little bit more bait on this one. We're just getting started. I'm just getting down here, folks. I haven't even gotten all the gear out yet. Here's our worm, corn. Here we go. Put another worm on this one. There's a nice one. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. I hope you're having a great day. We're just getting started. The last beautiful day before we have some bitter cold temperatures. We're supposed to have some Arctic chill come in, potential snow. It's going to be fun for a while, folks. I figured I had to get out for just a little bit at least. Like that. Situated there. All right. Might be okay. I don't know. I didn't like. I thought I didn't like it very good. Just saying. Done. Oh, come on. Well, for a big nose. I knew I got a little bit too close to that point. That's okay. We'll put another worm on here. We'll get these guys situated. I'll come check that chat, folks. Yeah, our cell phone plan renews tomorrow, so we get to gonna have to deal with managing the chat the old-fashioned way, right behind the camera. So it's gonna be entertaining, right, folks? Get something big to hit these rods, and I'm gonna be running. Yeah, that's better. A little bit further over to the left. I'm gonna guess if these fish are in here, they're gonna be stacked in here right where this water's coming out, where she's mixing. That's about where I cast it. So the water's pushing out of here right about here, right in the middle is where that you can see like a little water line here, where the water goes from like a little bit clearer to muddy. I have a little bit of trouble holding. We're working on it, folks. We're just getting started. That was here. I have to cast it over to the left a little bit. That current is pulling me off the spot. You guys know this current will like bounce around over here, so you gotta figure out the right angle to hit this stuff. I think that looks pretty good. We're gonna make sure these rods are kind of set up good. We get a big one on. sure I don't lose my rod. That means I gotta kind of shuffle these rocks around a little bit. Make sure we've got like a little groove or something here to put the rod in, so you can double for a few seconds. Get pulled off the rocks. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, right? Boy, that line went. Yeah, now the current's shifting back to the left. Yeah, it was pouring this way just a second ago, and now she shifted back to the left over here. Temperature's pretty good right now, folks. It's about 70 degrees. 65, 70 degrees. She's gonna get warmer too today. And this is gonna be our last warm snap, because tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 20s. And the next day it's supposed to be in the teens with Arctic, snow and all kinds of icky, yucky stuff coming in. Oh, that might have been a fish. I think that was a fish on. I wish I had a pulled. That was something small holding on to it. I think we've got everything situated, folks. I think that was pretty good. Took us a minute to get this stuff set up. And we've got, check this out, we've got bank collapsing behind us. Going to be entertaining. The water's rising, so that's going to be very, very, very entertaining. Move just a little bit. You guys can't really see her on the feed, right? Thanks for coming in, my friends. I hope you're enjoying your day. It's gonna be fun because this stuff's collapsing underneath me. Oh, good googly. So this stuff here, I gotta get this stuff out so I can use her for a blockade here so we can see the chat. Tell you what, let me pop this out for a second so I can see her real good. Let's see, wait. Well, that stuff is really messed up today. Let's see, 14 people. Is that, can't really read that stuff. Yeah, we're off the angle there. Boy, sometimes my eyes can be a little off, folks. I'm having trouble reading the chat today. Let me see what I can do over here. I can see your comments. It's just the names are. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see, Jay. Mike, oh boy. Let's see, Chris and Mike. It's Jason, what's going on? And Rod, thanks for coming in, my friends. And Jay, appreciate you guys coming in. I hope you guys are having a great day. And thank you, Danny, for shouting out the people. Yeah, my right eye is like a little bit blurred today. I'm not sure why. Let's see. Danny says hi, Jason. Danny says hi, Rod. Danny says hi, Jay. Appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we've got some driftwood coming down. The water's raising, and a barge just took off upriver, so That's going to be fun for a little bit. Let's see, Manu. Thank you for coming in, my friend. You guys are having a great day. Rod. Let's see, he says, good luck. Yeah, that is frustrating when it's like that, folks. I do apologize. I usually have a backup phone doing this so I can get real close to my... There's a bite in the middle rod. Someone's pecking on it. Yeah, someone's pecking on that middle rod. We're just getting started, folks. We've got some area to cover back here. I did get one bite out here, so I wanted to get the feed on. That is frustrating, folks. And holding it like this does not help that much. Let's see, Cam, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Cam says hi. Cam says good luck. And Cam with the hand emoji. And Paul, what's going on? How you doing today, Paul? Hope you're having a great day. Let's see. It says Danny. Chris says Manu. Cam with a shout out. Let's see. Paul says, hello, Cam. I wonder what's down here today. Let's see, Danny, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. All right, thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Hopefully that'll bring in some folks. Let's see. 14. I don't even... Oh, see, yep. 20 people in and 16 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say, Paul, foot's getting wet. Yeah, water's up and going up and down right now, folks. Let's see, Paul says, MVP. Get this other stuff out of his backpack. She's weighing her down. There's a Yeah, we got a little bit of a wind today too, folks. It's whipping around this corner, making it interesting as well. Well, apparently I grabbed the wrong lenses too, because my eyes are just not adjusting to this thing right now. Let's see, Melvin, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. Let's see, Gary. Gary says, hey, MVP in chat. And he says, hi, Melvin. And casting card. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and Fabian. Fabian says hi, Gary. Danny says hi, Fabian. Let's see. Chris says Gary. Chris and Mana have been wrenched. All right, thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're doing a purge sometime in the near future, so it's going to be a month or so, 3-4 weeks, whatever. So letting those wrenches, getting those wrenches out, making sure you guys have subbed up to everyone that's been in chat. Now to make sure you guys, people that have been in for a while, you know, come in and view, get that potential to get those subs, and you know, subscribe to everyone around. Check out their content as well. The only reason why I was doing that because I was having difficulty with someone blocking people from our short feeds, and that wasn't fair to people. That I wasn't responding to certain people's short feeds for a couple days because I had to go back into YouTube and check every single short feed for every single comment on there. Even if you block someone or hide them from a channel and someone comments, if you go on to all comments and you check the newest to the oldest, it will show up. And I figured out who that was, so that's no problem anymore. But I still wanted to keep the numbers down a little low for a while because wasn't. Yeah, after that kind of thing happens, you just kind of feel violated. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like your trust has been let down on folks. And don't forget to come in. I will post that on my community page when I do our purge too. That way you guys will know and come in. This is just our first starting spot, folks. We got a couple spots. I've been finding a few fish down here. Even I checked the water temperature. The water temperature is at the surface is exactly 39 degrees. So by the end of the day, you know, it's 65 something. The surface temperature might be pushing around 40, 41 degrees, but that's still like this deep. Any deeper than that, and you're going back down to the 30s. This cove does stay warmer back here. It stays in like the low 40s in this cove back here. Oddly enough, they don't tend to stack in there much. They'll hold on the edges, but getting in there deep, they don't like it. I had to get a cup of coffee. I had a little gunk in my throat. Yeah, I live in the city, you know what I mean? It's just driving up and down the street, you're going to get a lot of carcinogens and stuff just breathing down in this city. Well, I love it down here on the river, folks. It's so peaceful, so quiet. You can just relax, enjoy the water running down here. Fishing is the getting the rods out, fishing. That's the goal. Catching, yep, that's the bonus, my friends. Now I do like to get that bonus. Yes, I do. I do like to get that bonus. At least catch something, you know what I mean? And I did think about going on that other side, but with the water raising, we're up quite. You guys noticed we were standing like 1.5 feet down that direction. So the water's up about 1.5 feet from our last trip. Not from our last trip down here from Jason, from our last trip down to this particular location. It is beautiful out here right now, folks. It's not a lot of sun, but pretty decent temps. And sometimes you just need a break from that kind of the activity down there on that lake. It gets kind of loud, kind of active. Gunshots down there, people screaming, yelling. Down here, it's so much more peaceful. It's just so much more quiet down here, folks. It can be very relaxing. Got that snag again. Yeah, I'm sure that's a rock, but it's just not like a mountain. I do not want to lose my weight down here. Yeah, that one don't want to come out. The only way to get this off is to go on that other side. Try to get her off. I gotta go on this other side. So this is a little bit of a journey to do this. I gotta go all the way around. You guys didn't hear me. Yeah, she broke way up on the line for some dumb reason. Why that did that. Man, hope you guys didn't hear me. I dropped the F-bomb. I didn't mean to, just come out. I'm hoping you guys couldn't hear it. It was way back there in the cove. Hopefully you guys didn't hear me. I do apologize if you guys did. I'm gonna have to re-rig this now, I'm afraid. I do not like leaving line that friggin' long out there. It's about 20 feet of line out there. I don't like doing that. Even this 10-pound test. Plus, I lost a lot of line off this pool. Almost down to the dang knot. Crap. I don't even know if this reel is usable anymore. Yeah, I can cast this out. It's just I'm not going to get much distance with her because she doesn't have that much line left. This is going to take a re-rigging, folks. I'm going to have to put the smaller weight on this one, and the larger weight on that one, because I lost too much line on this one to be able to use a heavier weight cast. Dang, that's frustrating, folks. All right, I'll get this rig back up, folks. A little technical difficulty while I redo this. I'm not going to be able to cast out very far because it doesn't have much line left in it. Probably only got about maybe 20 yards of line left on her before she spools out. So I'm going to have to put a smaller weight on this one. I don't know why that line broke that deep into the spool. That was fresh line that deep in the spool. It just broke way. I was walking around there, right, and I just happened to pull on it a little bit way back there in the cove. And she snapped within an inch of the spool. So like, yeah, that's 20, 30 feet of line off that. 20, 30 yards of line off that. Frustrating, folks. Now this one's rigged back up. I'm gonna have to put this one on a small rig and wait. Got equipment difficulties, but we're gonna manage, folks. We're gonna get this done. Have to trim up this line right quick. I'm gonna have to switch my medium to my heavy to my heavy to my medium, because even with that 8-pound test on that spinning combo, it's still a better option for using like a 1/4 of an ounce of weight, as opposed to this with almost no line on it. And this one's just going to be casted out there shallow like this one is. We're going to switch this up because I got that one snagged too. That one's a jig head, so hopefully she'll come out. One of the benefits of using that jig head is she usually comes out when you get snagged. Not always, but the majority of the time. We're just gonna switch up these baits. Put this, put the weight on the spinning combo. That way, I got enough line to cast it. It's frustration when this kind of stuff happens, but you just gotta keep on go fishing, folks. Too beautiful a day to let that kind of stuff out of you. I'm sure when the water gets lower, I'll get that line out of there. But for now, unfortunately, unless I hook it and pull it up to the bank, I'm not going to be able to get it out. But there is a possibility I could probably hook it. Eventually, I probably will hook it. Because the way the current's pulling back and forth, it'll probably push it right where I'm fishing. All right, this one's set back out. See if I can even cast it. Little line. Okay, but very close to the end of that spool. That's almost out of line on that one, folks. That one's back out. We're gonna have to re-rig this one, I'm afraid, to get this one, get the bigger weight on this one. Do I have any small bullet weights left? Let's see what I got in here. Sorry about this, folks. We're having a little bit of equipment difficulties, but we're gonna get back to that chat, folks, as soon as I get this stuff rigged back up. There's a good hook. Nice. What I should probably do is use. These are 1/16 ounce. If I use 3 of these, this will be between that weight and that weight. These little bullet weights have a tendency not to snag as easily as the other ones. Get out of here. I do apologize, folks. We had a little bit of equipment difficulty. We're working on it. Plant spot on it. Good. All right, hooks. I need a weight stop now. If I get one more snag in this spot, I may just go to the biggest boat jig head I got cast over here for now. I don't want to lose all my gear. All right, I left the wind block off, didn't I? Dang it. I've got my weight stop here. We might just try this straight on the bottom. Could be a possibility. And with this one's got a full spool line on it. I just replaced it, so better off use that one for a smaller rig. Even though I'd like to have the heavier weight on the bait caster, I'll make do. If I get a big one on this lighter reel, I'll just have to fight her out. Hope I don't get anything over about 40, 50 pounds on it, because that's going to be fun. Hard pressed to get them in with 10-pound test 50-pound fish on 10-pound test, but on 8. Ooh. And that one's got 6 on it. We're working on it, folks. We're working on trying to get this rigged up as fast as I can. All right, that looks good. Tie this hook on. Yeah, my eyes are blurred quite a bit today. It happens, okay? I take olanzapine for schizophrenia. One of the side effects I don't deal with much is blurred vision. And on occasion, it does blur my vision. It's rare. It's like a once in a month deal. But I'm gonna read that chat off as much as I can, folks. That's the best we can do. That's all we can do is our best, right? Just trimming up this line real quick. I sure hope you guys didn't hear me use the F-bomb over there. That really ticked me off for a few seconds. And then I kind of realized, you know, there's a pretty good chance I'm just going to hook that line anyways and get it out of there myself. It's not the fact of it breaking off like that. It's the fact of me leaving monofilament out there. I don't like leaving that stuff around. I really don't. That is just, yeah, this is really snaggy over here right now. That's interesting. It's getting that snag that quick. This is gonna be difficult to cast this one. Really low on line on this one. That's about as far as I can get her out. She ain't got much line left on her, but she's still wet. She's still getting wet. That means she's got the potential to get a fish. And I'm just gonna keep this one straight on the bottom. Yeah, this one I'm just gonna keep straight on the bottom. Put one of these wheelers and a little chunk of what's left of one of our neons. We do have a few left, not many, so I'm cutting those into tiny pieces. Just adding that extra scent on there. This is super cold water, so we need as much scent and other stuff as we can get on here. Make sure that holds on there good. The red wigglers hold on here real good. These aren't garden variety red wigglers. They're a store-bought brand, so they're tough. Not too far. I forgot how easy this reel casts compared to they cast. That's where I wanted it. Hopefully that won't get snagged. That current is just exactly weird. There goes my rocks. Yeah, this is a makeshift spot, as you can see. I put the rocks up myself here. Those rods look pretty good, folks. And then we got them back out again. Now, they're not in the best of angles, but they're out. I apologize for that, folks. I should have just snapped that line off where I had it. But I want to see if I could jiggle that stuff off and get her off. And I paid the price. That one reel is going to be low on line until I get her back to the house. Crap. It happens. There's a nick in that spool somewhere deep in that. It just happened to do that, folks. I do apologize. Let's see, 9 people still in. Let's see, and 32 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. cloud cover should make it so I can see this chat real quick easily, but my eyes are blurred today. Let's see. Sandy, what's going on? Sandy says hi. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. And Gary says, hey, fishing. Hey, Fabian. Let's see. Paul says, yes, he is a wonderful birthday at the day family. Oh, as a heard a rod. I don't know which rod it was, but I heard it. It jiggled on the rocks down there. Interesting. I heard it. I didn't see which one it was. It's probably that far rod. Let's see. Chris says, Sandra. Let's see. Care Bear, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Yeah, we had some equipment repair failure. A line snapped deep into the spool. I had to re-rig it to a medium depth rather than a deeper one, because with only 15 yards of line on it, yeah, I wouldn't be able to even get to that spot. Let's see, there are 2 more on private. Yeah, if you could pop those, you can do that anytime you want, Danny. Let's see, Cam with the hello emoji. Yeah, my eyes are starting to unblur that medication. Side effects only last for maybe 3 or 4 hours, and I took it this morning, so I'm starting to see a little bit better. Let's see. Jason says, "Got to get back to work." All right, I know you're back to work already, my friend, but I do appreciate you dropping by, and when you come back, if you view this live feed later, appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Princess, what's going on? Princess says MVP. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, good googly. That's little. Let's see. Chris says bye, Jason. Let's see. Danny says later, Jason. Let's see. Fabian says Paul with the emojis. Let's see. He's got a fatty gobbly. Let's see. Cam says hi again. Let's see. Cam with the heart emoji. Let's see. False North. Jason. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. And let's see. Oh, and Fabian with the 100%. Let's see. Miss Daisy, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this needs to be tightened up a little bit. We're moving a little bit whenever I touch that screen. Let me know if she starts pixelating and stuff. We are on like I believe 3G, because you know it's my time for my phone cycle to kick back over. So I'm on low speed right now. Let's see. Miss Daisy says hi, Mike. Let's see. Fabian says I missed the bonus totally. Yeah, I might have had. You might have heard it in the background. I do apologize if you heard it though. I usually don't. There's a bite. Come on, buddy. Come on. Man, I didn't get to it in time. Dang. Shoot. And I was pecking on it good. Still hitting it. Oh, you little He was still hitting it too. Where did I cast that? Right over there. A little bit further to the left. And that was a nice fight, folks. That was popping it hard. Yeah, that's about where I was. Hate it when that happens, folks. That was a good bite too. Kind of makes me want to move this around. That'll wait. I think I want to have this corner rod a little closer to this other one. If they're hitting over here, I can put multiple rods on this location. Instead of keeping this one in the mid range, I'm just going to put her in shallow. I can't get much distance for her right now, anyways. I might only have 20 yards of line left on it. Slack on me, I can't tell bite. That's a pretty good bite. It was ding, 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 ding. You guys know what those are, usually. Especially in these shallows. I thought I heard a rod when I walked over there. I bounced. Apparently it was that one down there. That one's still slack as a slack to be. Do I have a? I don't think so. I think I'm out of top stocks, wheat stocks. I was down to my last one. That wasn't a bite, folks. That was just moving on me. Didn't have her set up quite right. Oh, that's bite. Got him, folks. Got him. Fish on. What do we got? Looks like we got a channel cat. A nice channel. That's a nice channel catfish, folks. Sorry, I had to sit on that rod for a minute. That's a nice channel. A couple pounds. About 2 pounds. Definitely a couple pounds. That's a nice channel catfish, folks. First fish of the day. And boy, that little stinker's got his mouth clamped shut. Right on the tip of the nose. Yeah, he was just peck, just like, what the heck, I'll try to, he might have it in his mouth, he might not. Let go of it. Let go. I feel better now, no skunk, woohoo! Yeah, he's got that little stinking hook right on it. If he'd leave his mouth open, I could get it out easier. Jeez, dude. There we go. Just mutilated my worm, but he's okay. Alright, yeah, that's our first fish of the day, folks. Gorgeous channel catfish, about 2 pounds. Yeah, that's over twice the size of the ones we were getting down on the lake, and this is a small one for down here. You get them 8-10 pounds down here sometimes, folks. Just a gorgeous channel catfish, folks. Look at those dingy colors. He's just coming in and out from the depths. Just coming in here to try and grab a snack, and yeah, he's fattened up too. He or she, I don't know, but gorgeous fish, folks. All right, let's get her in here closer for you guys so you can see her. Just gorgeous fish, folks. She's beautiful. Meow, meow, meow. That's a cat there. Yeah, that's a cat. Gorgeous fish, folks. Meow, meow. All right, buddy. Get you back in the water. See ya. Meow. Yeah, those are some tough fish, folks. No skunk on the feed, folks. Woohoo! I feel so much better. I do. Yeah, that's with like a quarter of an ounce, a little less than a quarter of an ounce of weight, straight to the bottom. So you know, channel cat like to suspend. Well, they're flat on the bottom right now, folks. Get the worm back on here. Might be a bite on corn. Haven't seen any trains yet. They could be coming. When you get a bite in a spot, that's why I usually look to where I've casted, right? I want to make sure I get as close as I can to that spot. That's what I did that cast. I got it pretty much right where I got that first bite. So after I miss that, I want to get that bait right back in that fish's face. Seems like a little thing to do, but it makes a big difference sometimes. Because if I don't. Yeah, we're hitting it already, folks. He's hitting it already. He's pecking on it already, folks. Oh, you stinker. Missed him. Just nipping on the end of that worm. Now it's doing unlike the first bites that were doing that pack stuff, that was pulling. I think I finally got a little rock piece here. It's set up nice and good. You wonder why I come down here and fish down on the river too, folks. The size of the fish are so much different than in that lake. I mean, yeah, you might get a 4-pound rainbow trout once in a blue moon, or a 2 or 3 pound channel catfish once in a blue moon. But down here, the smallest fish are 3 or 4 pounds. Yeah, that makes it so much better. I feel so much better, folks. I do now. I just gotta find out a spot where my coffee is not gonna get collapsed into the water. We got a spot up here to the left too. I'm sure there's gonna be some fish up here if this spot slows down. All right, let's see if I can read this chat. Try to catch up. I know I'm backed up, folks. I am. I'm really backed up right now. I do apologize for that. 11 people in, 35 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. Yeah, for the first like 15 minutes of this feed, my eyes were kind of blurred. I could not see the screen at all. I do take olanzapine for schizophrenia, so that one of the main side effects I don't really deal with much is you know, the blurred vision. Let's see. Gary says, just watched a vid where an English fisherman goes to a Holland. Sounds like an interesting video. I've been dreaming about going fishing with Danny the Stinger Manny in the Netherlands, or having him come down here with me and fish. It's just getting those funds built up. Plus, False North Jason. Yeah, we're planning a trip too, folks. We're planning a trip. Let's see. Gary says, "Hey, Miss Giggy, appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you. Let's see. Danny says, hi, Giggy. Yeah, I heard you were on live feed. I unfortunately, at the moment you started the live feed, I was out the door to try to get to this fishing spot. I'm so sorry, Miss Giggy, but I'll have Danny drop that link in the chat. I'll watch it when I get back home. Let's see. Danny says, hi, Gig Life. Let's see, Lois, what's going on? Lois says, hi, my friend. How you doing today? I hope you're having a great day, my friend. I hope your week is going okay. Let's see, Adam's Fishing Adventures. All right, I got it. He had a 15-pounder. Nice. Let's see, Denny says, what's up, man? We're fishing down here on the river. We have caught one fish, channel about maybe 2.5. I'm gonna go about 2.5 pounds on that one. So that was a nice little kitty cat, nice little river catfish. Water temperature is about 39 degrees. The temperature is about 65 out here. The air temperature feels great, but this water temperature is like friggin' cold. And this is going to be the last good day for quite a while. We're supposed to have a Arctic storm coming in very soon. So I had to get out here and see if I could tempt the river to get me a fishy. And guess what? I caught one. I caught one, folks. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, man. What the heck did I just do? Oh, boy. Danny, could you... Did I just... What the heck did I do here? Did I remove the chat, or did I remove all of it from the chat? I hope I just removed that one. Yeah, it looks like I just removed that one piece of chat. I do apologize for that, my friend. It's easy enough to do when you're tapping this screen. It's just so easy to do. I apologize. Let's see, JR says, let's go. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. JR Buds. That's one of the reasons why I like to do this on a backup account, because I can't mess up as easy. And Miss Giggy, let's see, Danny laughing his butt off. Danny the Stinger Manny. Let's see, Chris says JR. Let's see, Miss Giggy says Paul. And he says JR, brother. Sorry about that. I tapped the wrong button. I think I put remove that comment. I do apologize for that, my friends. Let's see, Terry, what's going on? Terry says, howdy, MVP. How you doing today, Terry? Hope you're having a great day. We're doing okay. One channel catfish, about 2.5 pounds. Not bad. Not too shabby. All right, thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. The second one is set on public. Hopefully we can get some people in. Let's see, 10 people in, 35 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you. Let's see. Danny says, Miss Giggy, your live was very nice. Yeah, Danny, could you drop that sometime in the WhatsApp so I can make sure to watch that later? Let's see, Real, what's going on? Real says, nice channel. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ugh. Yeah, I can't see out of my left eye much at all, right? And my right eye is, it's okay the majority of the time. But on occasion, yeah, it can be, especially with those medications I take, it can get blurry real bad. So, one of them days, I'm afraid. Let's see, Real says fish on. Miss Giggy says nice. Let's see, Miss Giggy says meow. Boy, I am so back in chat, folks. I do apologize. Let's see, Lois says, can I be a mod? Let's see, Danny says done. Yeah, make sure to go, sub up to everyone, come back, sub up to everyone else as people come in. Yeah, we're doing a purge in the next month or so. So I was having trouble with people, blocking people from the short feed. So I did a full purge. That was a couple of months ago. So every couple of months, it's good to do a purge. Make sure to show YouTube that you're actively bringing in new people. It's kind of a little trick you do to the AI. It only works for a couple days, but it'll stabilize it, and it's good to clean out the dumpsters and everything. Give everyone a chance to come back in and chat, because my dumpster's got like 50 people in it. So get that dumpster cleared out. Give people another chance to come in and chat. Normally, not type of thing. You know what I mean? That was a nice channel catfish. That was surprising. I could have bet you that was a buffalo carp or a grass carp. Interesting. Interesting that was a channel catfish just down there. No, not too surprised it was a channel cat down here. This water temperature is in the low to mid 40s, like 39, 40 degrees, something like that. But that's still channel catfish weather. That's in like their very, very lowest part in which they hit. That's like 3 degrees down, and they'd be like, nope, I ain't touching nothing. Even if you put that bait in my mouth, I'm going, tooey. Not doing it. Plus, I threw a couple handfuls of corn in here when I got here. And it took us about 20 minutes to get that feed on and everything, so that gives that a chance for those fish to come in and really start feeding. Yeah, that corn. Put some breast up on here. Put a little bit of bait in the water. Oh, that was a nice one. Just hit the surface out there. That was way out there, man. That was like halfway across the river. Whatever that was, that just come up like a submarine. There's a bite. Come on. Yeah, these bites are so soft, a lot of them I can't even see from over here. Yikes. Oh, that's not good. Not good, Michael. Wing knot. Best way to get a wing knot out. Loosen your drag. And just pull that drag out until that line comes out all the way. You'll get far less tangles when you get them suckers. They'll come out very easily. That was a horrible wing knot. But look, get right back to where it was before. Got that out a little bit deeper. Kind of bounce that down that current. That jig head's not heavy enough to hold out there at that depth. But it's gonna bounce down right till it gets to a spot where it can hold. Like let's see, right about there. Okay. That's pretty deep. That has a terrible drag on it too, by the way. Ozark Trails, if I get something like a big old carp and she takes off on me quick, I'm toast. I can back reel pretty good on these cheap rod and reel combos, but if I don't have the time to do it, because it takes like a 3/4 of a second to hit that back reel button. I know, what are you guys talking about? Back reeling technique. Well, basically it's overriding the drag by tightening, because if you got a terrible drag on a lot of these cheap reels, they won't work right. You override that drag by tightening that drag down completely. And when you get a big fish on, you just hit that back reel quickly, so it back reels. And when she needs to run, just reel backwards. And as soon as she stops, stop reeling backwards. Pretty simple, right? I learned how to do that on the old Mitchells. The old metal Mitchells used to be out, because they had great drags when they were new. Now, unless you maintained them really good, that drag didn't last forever. It was pretty much the first design of spinning combos, so it was a little, yeah, they hadn't perfected it fully yet. And those things we used to leave on back reel all the time, because we used to set them up and use that back reel as like a clicker. You set the rod up in a good rock, and you'd hear the that metal handle banging on the rocks like a clicker when it was reeling backwards. The good old days back in the I see. It wasn't before. It wasn't BC. I'm sure it was like sometime after the Dark Ages. 9 people in. It's seeing 38 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. And Seth Johnson is in the house. What's going on, Seth Johnson? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Mona. Oh, I gotta get down on the ground to see this. Let's see. Moran. Did the chat freeze? No, it hasn't. I was just sitting here talking for a minute. Let's see. Seth says, Martin, what's going on? Martin says hi. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Seth says, hey, Martin. Seth says, hey, Chris. Chris says, hey, Seth. Miss Gigi says, don't think so, Chris. Are you cold? Meow. Good googly. Miss Gigi says, Seth. Let's see. Chris says, not cold, but chat was. Ha 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 ha, boy. Let's see. Let's see. Seth says, hey, MBP. Hey, Seth, we've caught one so far. Channel catfish, about 2.5 pounds. Had a couple more bites, but I think this spot is a little bit slow still. We might be moving up current. You know, that behind us. That way, folks. There's a little indentation here, right where the rocks and the sand start. Usually very good. See, how long have we been in? It took about 45 minutes to get that one fish, but that's not too bad for this time of the year. Let's see. Miss Gigi says, true it was. Let's see. Seth says, hey, Danny. Yeah, Danny's a little busy right now. He's in and out of chat, but I do appreciate him and I do appreciate him helping out all the time. Oh, that's a nice swirl. Something came up to the surface right there. a bee. Go away, sweat bee. Leave me alone. I get one of my cats out here. They eat you guys. Literally, they eat those things. Ooh, a bee. Yummy, yummy, yummy. They'll make them sting their ground so their stinger comes out and then they'll eat them. I know it's cruel. It's a cat thing. Apparently they taste good because them suckers go after bumblebees. Oh, we might have our first train, folks. Yep, our first train of the day. Earbuds out. Earbuds out. I hear her coming. I don't know how big she is, but she's... Choo-choo. Here comes the train. Let's see. Jenny says, hi, Seth. Let's see. Miss Giggy says, true it was. Yeah, it's a cat thing. Meow. Like staring at a wall when there's nothing there. That's a cat thing. Yeah, there she comes, folks. Right onto the feed now. That one ain't too loud. Well, maybe it's just my ears from being down in the city for a while. Fishing down on that lake with the din din din. Gets on your nerves sometimes. I know it's a public lake, but there are octave wasn't it? Just one channel, about 2 pounds. Yeah, that's it so far, but a fish is a fish, right? Good. Yeah. All right, thanks, Dave. Yeah, we're not going to stay here much longer, folks. I think we're going to move, hop right over here to the other spot real quick. I'll need my rod holders over here. Give this another few minutes, and then we'll move over there to the other spot. Here. I want to get as many fish on as I can today. It's going to be miserable for a while, so I want to get these lines wet as long. Yep. It's just bouncing. Look at that. Just nipping on it. Why would that shit? Can you believe it, folks? This is all the tackle I own. Right, this one. Might be able to do this in one trip. I think I can. Think I can do this in one trip? I think I can. Take a little prep to do, but that means we'll get this just a little bit longer. We're still getting a few bites, but they're a little sluggish down in this spot after that one. Sam, give it that little ding. That's it. He's thinking about it. I can't even see those bites from over there. Come on. Come on, he's thinking about it. Come on. These guys can be so tough to look this time of the year. down catfish, I got her like right there. I barely got him hooked. If I wouldn't have set the hook then, he'd have spit it out too. Now, at least the sand is dry, right? It comes right off. Most part. Most of my stuff going here. We're gonna try to get this moved over here in one trip. We ain't gotta run back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Out, skipping there. I'm gonna leave this stuff right. Well, I can't leave this stuff right here because I need the backpack to see the dang shack. Ooh. It's so much easier with my backup cell phone. I'm so glad when I get that back on tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's gonna be cold tomorrow. We need our rod holders. So put the backpack too. I don't think I can do this. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. All I gotta do is reel in all 3 rods, grab the tripod, grab both backpacks. Oh boy. Be entertaining at least. Yeah, that whatever that is, I think that's very small. It's just really the rod's just going ding 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 ding. So lightly. Oh, there he's right. Right. I'm gonna get that pull again. Oh, I pulled off. Dang it. Yeah, he just barely had that worm in his mouth. Whatever that was. Maybe I won't go quite yet. It's a little frustrating. Maybe I won't go quite yet. He decided he wanted to hit it finally. What he had was he had the very end of the worm in his mouth, and he was kind of nibbling on the end of that worm. Let's see about hooking this worm good this time. Make it so he's gonna have to hit that where that hook is. When I pulled on it, all I did was pull the worm out of his mouth. Pretty much, when he had like very end of the worm right in his mouth, right? So when I set the hook, this is all I did. I felt that fish on there for a second, but there was no hook there. I did this one. I should have had worm on this one too. Come on, Jighead, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, Jighead. Jighead usually come off. That's my God. Pop. Snap. Luckily, I got more jig heads. And the jig head technique's very easy to retie. I just got to get another jig head out of here. I had everything situated, and that fish had to decide it wanted to hit now. That fish had to decide it wanted to hit now. Oh, there he goes. Come on. It's a totally different. That rod's wobbling like that, right? Suddenly does that. That's a bite. There's another jig head. Nice one too. Drop it. That. Got me any hooks left. honest, I should be casting this jig head down here rather than the Carolina rig. These guys are in the shallows. Might have a little school of channel catfish or something down there. That's interesting the way that fish hit. Line. I know I'm paranoid about the lighter thing. I don't want to give YouTube any opportunity to say, if you don't like your channel, you don't like it. Use a lighter on the feed if you don't like it. No, don't. No, don't. There, Bob. Yep, here comes another train, folks. It's our second train of the day. And Big Boy Rails isn't in today. What the heck? Second train, earbuds out, folks. This one's gonna be loud. I'll be back with you in just a second here. We're on a bike switch right now. You guys enjoying the show, my friends. Hope you're having a great day. Hey, look, a train. Our last beat down there didn't even have one go by. We're hitting on it. Feel. I can feel that fish. I can actually feel him mouthing it. They loud, ain't they? Yeah, when I get a chance, I'm gonna switch that over to more. Looks like I'm getting bites today. Sometimes you bring corn down here during the winter time and it works really good. Sometimes not so good. I got something interested over here. Come on. Will you come and put it back? Such a nuisance. Look at these nibbling on the end of that worm. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Not pouring about. Snag. Try to do a loop-de-loop. Try to do a little bit too fancy. Stay here for a few more minutes, folks. I had not sure what that was hooked. It felt okay. Didn't get much of a pull in it because it really didn't have the hook in his mouth. He just was holding on to the end of that worm. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We're about ready to move, and a fish decides it wants to hit now. Let's see, oh boy. Let's see, I am more a dog person. Yeah, I know, Danny. You're always taking that dog out for a poop. Sorry, got to go. I got to take the dog out for a poop. With the emojis. Let's see. A Paul with the emojis. Let's see. Tommy. Oh boy, that's a new person in chat, my friends. Yep, Tommy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Tommy says hi. Let's see, Seth says LOL. Danny says, you did giggy. Oh boy. I try to stay out of their chat. Let's see, Seth says, hey, Tommy. Let's see, Danny says hi, Tommy. Let's see, Tommy says hi. Let's see, 12 people in. Let's see, and 42 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, what have we caught today? About a 2.5 pound channel catfish right here. That's a beautiful catfish down here. 10 temperatures, it is in about the 60s, but this water temperatures in the, if it's 40 degrees, I'd be surprised. It's probably about 39 degrees down here. We're down the Mississippi River, down by the Arch in St. Louis, my friend. Let's see, Johnny, what's going on? Johnny says hello, everyone. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Hope you're having an awesome day. Let's see, Chris says John. Let's see, John says MVP, hey. Oh, bites down in this spot are so soft, it's hard to even see them from over here. We really need to move back behind us, folks. I know, but I had that bite. I really wanted to see what it was. Looks like I'm not going to get the really opportunity to do so. Man, I just wish I'd have gotten that last bite. See, John says Miss Giggy. Let's see. Oh, Pulse North. Pulse North back in. Pulse North says, hey, MVP. Hi, Pulse North. Hi, Jason. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Johnny says, sorry, Chris. No worries, my friend. Let's see. Yep, Chris says no worries. Let's see, Sandra back in. Sandra says hi. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, John says hi, Sandra. Let's see, John says, you're on the Mississippi again. Yes, sirree. We're on the Mississippi River again. Got worm on the far rods, and we've got corn on this close rod. Now, it seems like the bites we've been getting on this one have been on that far rod. I did get one pickup on the middle rod, but I don't think that's exactly where they're hitting. Now, I think we're about ready to move from this spot too, because looks like that might have been one of the few fish that are really, really active in this spot. Let's see, Richard, what's going on? Richard says, get her done. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And see, yep, casting card. Casting card says St. Johnson. Appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. And thank you, Danny, for pinning up the PayPal and Cash App. That is linked in the description right down on my main channel and linked below. Donations are appreciated. They really, really are. They help out the channel so much. That's the only time I like to say that, at least once during the feed. After that, yeah, I might mention it, I might not. If it comes up in chat. Let's see, Willie, what's going on? Willie says good luck. Oh, far rod. That was a bite, my friends. And that's what they're doing. They're picking it up and dropping it over here. So I think we're gonna move to the over here to the left. I'm doing it this time. Okay, I'm doing it this time. They are not stopping me. The only way I'm gonna do it is if I have a fish. If I catch a fish. The only way I'm not gonna do it is if I catch a fish. Ooh, this is my bait bag. It kind of danky. Yeah, we got about 20 feet, 25, 30 feet up here. This goes from this slow tapering drop off over here to a massive drop off over here, because this is where the current pumps in from the river over here when the water's high. It just kind of drills the spot out here in the sand. Pushes everything up here. It's just the reason why it's all up here. All right, start getting these rods in. We'll move down here to the right. Not going to take him too much work. I think we can do this some run. I'm hoping. Keep your fingers crossed, knock on wood. Ouch. That was dumb. Why not try to do that with the line tight? Why not try to do that with the line tight? That hurt. Dang it. What's wrong with me? I'm always asking Danny what the heck is wrong with him. What the heck was wrong with me? I tried to do that with the line tight, and I stuck that hook right in my daggone finger. That hurt. Might have to come back for our coffee in a little bit, but I think I can get the rest of this in one run. I should probably put the battery charger on the little sucker here. He's probably getting a little bit of low on juice, but well, figure that out when we get over here. So figure that out when we get over here. Throw this in the backpack. Come out here and back get that. I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, that's it, folks. Like I said, we'll have to go back for our coffee, but yeah. Ew. What is that smell? That ain't my backpack. That's something down here. Something smells funny. You see how this drops off right here? Right out there is like a steep drop off. And you can see there's garbage. It ain't mine. I'll get you guys situated here in just a second. Yeah, this is a flatter spot, so I've got to set the tripod up right. All right. This doesn't look like much of a different spot, but this goes, you can see how that spot is just, it drops off so quick in this one little cow. Okay, I need my rod. Probably the most important one right here. Something I can worry about here in just a minute. Stick. Let go of it. Stick. Okay. See where that current pulls before I figure out where I want to put the other rod. Like she's gonna pretty much set straight out. Interesting. For now, that looks like that current's pretty much non-existent in this location. That could be really good. Yeah, she's staying straight out. I'm gonna put this one to the right over here. That one's gonna be a little bit. Got like this white stuff on the bottom. I think I know what's going on right now. might be emptying out the, there's a settling tank upriver about 3 miles. And this, see that white stuff on the bottom right there that's got this coloration of this water like a limeish color? Yeah, 99% of what they settle out of that river is lime. And what they do, like once or twice a year, they'll flush that lime out of the system. I think that's what they're doing right now. See that color? That color of that water is like a limeish. Is that white stuff on the bottom? I see that sometimes in these locations. They'll get that stuff out of the tank. It's not supposed to bother the fish, but I think it does. I'm trying to figure out where I want to cast this other rod. Probably right over here. No, I could cast it right over here too. I mean, there's no telling it there's anything over here. And this one I can't cast out far. You guys remember I've got very little line on it thanks to an equipment failure. Which, to be honest, I would rather that have happened like that than on a big fish and have that like 30 yards of line stuck on a fish. That's too close. Okay, I guess. That's okay, I guess. Hang on, folks. I gotta get some bait in the water and I'll come check that chat, okay? Make sure these lines are situated, mostly tight, not fully tight. I don't like them. If I can leave that line just a tiny bit slack, especially in these back currents, more the better. You can see a bite even if that line's like 99% slack, I mean 99% tight. I think that looks good, folks. Get some corn out of here and get some bait in the water. I haven't baited up the spot, so I gotta get some bait in the water here. Yeah, it's thanks in there, folks. It's my backpack. I have something funny in it. It is my bait bag, so I just use it for bait. You don't want to keep your bait and your fishing equipment in the same location unless you want all your fishing equipment to stink. Like super stink. Alrighty, folks. There. See if I got the stuff set up right. Yep, but I don't have the camera exactly right. Close though. Let's see, 5 people in. Let's see, and 44 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What kind of a slow day today, folks. Now, as far as our bites are concerned, we had a whole bunch of bites down there. Was able to hook up into one channel catfish. Had another fish on for a minute. Oh. See about getting this battery charger on too. I like to only mention that PayPal thing and Cash App thing, like the donations thing, only once a live feed. It ain't that big of a deal. If people are that sensitive about it, man, I don't know what you're doing on social media. Stuff I see on a lot of people's live feeds, and you're worried about that? Come on. Sheesh. Let's see, what do we have in chat here? See, Jenny says hi, Willie. Coffee is mutant. I don't know. M-O-O-T-A-N. That's probably a typo. Molten, I believe is what you were trying to say. Yeah, we just moved down a little bit, folks. She woke up yesterday. Please, Giggy. Oh, boy. You guys just... I'll fish. I'll sit here and watch the rods. I don't know. Why? And my battery was already a little bit low when I started this feed, so I think she was down to like 80%, so I want to make sure she doesn't drop all the way. See, John says, just got to bring coffee in. The thermos are no fishing. Yeah, that's a good thing to have, is a good cup of coffee down here. It definitely helps the helps you out. So see, I got worm on all 3 rods right now, but they're in varying depths. That close rod is in really shallow water. It's in like maybe 4 or 5 feet of water. It's right before the drop off. Now that close rod, and that middle rod, that's in about 15 to 20. So that's off the drop off. I gotta figure out where they're holding down here is a trick. If I were to fish, I'd be holding right on the edge of that drop off. I mean, with the the warmth coming in, kind of moving up to that tip, just very lightly moving in. Wouldn't be above it because it's not that warm yet. And that close rod is, that far rod is like over to the right a little bit. It's like in a mid-range, like 7 or 8 feet deep over there. One of the benefits of fishing a spot that you have fished before is you know where all the drop-off are and all the spots and all that other stuff. Let's see, Danny with I'm not sure what type of emoji that is. What was that? Some leaves over there. Never mind. Yeah, we're looking good. Let's see, 14 people in and 47 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, Folgers or Maxwell? Folgers, definitely Folgers. Now, Maxwell is, yeah, it's number 2. If I don't have Folgers, Maxwell. I try to stay away from like Dunkin' Donuts, coffee, and all those other. Folgers, either regular or dark roast. Plus, sometimes I get my coffee free at the gas station. It's one of those Arab gas station type places, but I go down there so much. A lot of times the cashiers will give it to me free, so I'll get it down there sometimes. Let's see, Gator, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, CT. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Gator says Danny brother. Let's see, Gator says Seth. Let's see, John says Gator. Gator says John. Oh, look. Butterfly. Really? Little moth. In January. Can you believe it? Let's see, Gator says Danny. Gator says, what's it, not that's Bay. What's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bay says Danny. Bay says Gator. John says Bay. I believe that's Yoshi. Yep, Seth says, hey, Yoshi. Miss Giggy's, Gator says Miss Giggy. That's a little, it's almost pecking on that close rod. That could be anything. That could be like a 2-inch drum or something on that one. That's in such shallow water. That's a lot of times where them little itty bitty fish like to come in. Interesting to watch that rod wobble though. At least it got a bite. Let's see Chris with the pink emojis. Oh boy. The Mrs. Hanky emojis. Let's see, Edward's good. Edward, thanks for coming in, my friend. Edward says, what day was this? This is now. This is now, my friend. This is a live feed, buddy. Hi. This is an interactive live feed. Yep, see? Hi. About that, pretty much right on the spot. We're gonna move this just a little bit off the bottom by, which I have one of my weight stops left, but I lost it over here on my last one. I'll tell you what I could do. I can do it though. I could just take my my pliers and clamp this, assuming I can find where my pliers are. Where my pliers are. Hope they're not in the bottom of my bait bag. No, they're right here. I want this off the bottom a little bit. I think that lime stuff there, getting out of the settling tank down there, is going to be messing with it a little bit. So I'm going to sacrifice this one weight. Well, I'm going to make it a little bit of a weight stop. Get that off the bottom a little bit. I could refresh that worm too more. Put on a new neon. Yeah, these two are going to have to be put down here to the left because that current's pulling it down to the right now. Put on another little piece of neon. We ain't got many of those little stinkers left. These guys, they were kind of half dead when we bought them yesterday, the other day. Remember, Jason? Apparently, I'm going to have to do it like this because this current is ripping to the right. So, lighter one's going to have to be put a little bit further down to the left here. Yep, this is an interactive live feed, my friend. I try to keep up with that chat as much as I can. And if you're confused why my name keeps coming up in chat, that's my good friend Danny the Stinger Manny. He helps with chat. He has my email address so that he can comment while I'm doing the fishing thing. This is a fishing channel. This is definitely a fishing channel. 10 people in and 49 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I got a fish, I mean, this is a fishing channel. Let's see, Denny says, hi, Edward. Boy, I missed a lot of chat here, folks. All right. It weighed 330 pounds, gator. Is that, if that helps, oh boy. I think I got the root of that conversation. I'll stay out of that one. Oh boy. Hey, we look pretty good as far as our angles are concerned. Man, that water just went over my feet. Seriously? That's why you put your rods back a little bit. Look at that water. Kind of inching its way towards my rods. Oh, yep, I gotta get a rock. I ain't going over my rod. Not gonna happen. I noticed you. Something up there. That'll work. That one's high enough up. Yeah, we went up about 3 inches there in 3 seconds. It'll do that down here, guys, if you remember this spot. You'll just be fishing, you'll look down like, what's the water doing over my feet? And then it'll just go right back down. That is actually due to a upriver from us. We have a barge canal, and when they open and close that spot for the barges, that water will go up and down slightly. Well, interesting phenomenon. It's very odd. And there it's going right back down. Yep, there she goes right back down. Boys, the last time we were down here, we got a big old buffalo carp and a pretty good drum in this spot. Now, no skunk on the feed. We did get about 2.5 pound channel catfish earlier. Couple good bites. They were just grabbing on the end of the worm after that. I couldn't hook them. You see that rod going ping, 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 ping. Set the hook, and all you do is feel the fish's strength of the fish's mouth as he's holding on to the end of the worm. Got somebody new in. Let's see who this is. Sergio, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Sergio says hi. Says hi, Sergio. Denny says hi, Sergio. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Hope you're having an awesome, awesome day. Let's see. I am Epic Gary. Mike, every inch counts. Oh, boy. You will pay when I get home, Danny. Yes, you will pay. You will pay. That's the gator laughing his butt off. Miss Giddy laughing her butt off. Don't take Danny's side. I won't win if you take his side. Oh. Never go against a lady. You'll lose every time. Let's see, Chris with the pineapples. I think that's him. That's him pineapples. Oh boy. I'm reading a lot of this chat. It's just I don't want to read it out loud. You can't make me read it out loud. You can't do it. See, Danny's laughing his butt off again. And Gator with the LOL. Let's see, 14 people in. Let's see, and 50 thumbs up. Can't do it. Can't make me read it. Can't make me read it. Let's see, Danny says, bring it, Mike. Ha ha ha. Don't make me turn the camera and towards my non-existent butt and show it all day. Because I do that. I'll just turn the camera around and all you'll see is the water in my butt. I do it too. You know I do it. You know I do it. Because I did it a lot. I used to do it unintentionally and let's go out a little deeper. Ooh, shot. That's a long distance away, but that's still probably some hunters back there. The Corps of Engineers does have the right to hunt way back there. Anyone with the Corps of Engineers can hunt on that's kind of private land over there. That's probably about 2.5 miles away, so no worries about getting any type of incident down here. That sounded like a shotgun shot. Probably someone hunting some dove or something. I think it is dove season still, or rabbit. Probably rabbit season, I think. Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. Son of a gun. I just broke my crap. Oh well. I'll make do. Let's see. Says a Yoshi. Then he says, hi Yoshi, my friend. Miss Giggy's still laughing her butt off. See, you got her into doing the giggles now. You'll never get her to stop laughing now. Breathe, Miss Giggy, breathe. See, Danny's laughing her butt off again. Boy, you guys are Looney Tunes. You guys make me look sane. And that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot, folks. Let's see, dang, the T fell off. I don't want to read the rest of that conversation. I'm not just going to scroll up. I'm just going to keep on going. Oh, yeah, it didn't fall off. I never had a butt to fall off. I have the Thunderbird syndrome. There's Seth with the googly. Yep. Now, Mike, can I time me out? Oh, you mean, okay. There you go. He's laughing his butt off again. I knew that would get him. He asked for it. And you saw that, folks. He asked for it. I can't be held responsible if a man asks for it. Oh, yep. Yep, we're even now. Now you're safe when I get home, Danny. Or are you? Dun 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 dun. Oh boy, folks. He had to put the lake back up because when you type someone out, the lake goes bye-bye. All right. Got him, folks. I think I got him. Yep, I got him. We got a skipjack. What the heck is that doing hitting on the bottom out there? What the heck? What the heck is this fish doing hitting on the bottom out there? I thought that was fighting weird. Tell you what, I'm probably going to keep this and save this for bait for another day. We caught a skipjack, folks. We caught a skipjack. Oh, really, dude? I bounced that camera. Sheesh. Sorry about that, folks. Let's see if our angle's okay. We were askewed when we landed that fish. A whirl was askewed. What the heck? Yeah, but we caught a fish, folks. What was that? What was that skip doing? Jack doing directly on the bottom, man? Yeah, these are gorgeous fish, folks. Yeah, he didn't even fight. He's so dang cold. Yeah, I'll probably keep this for cut bait for another day, but it's a little too late to be cutting her up today. Yeah, I caught one of the fish Jason wanted the other day. These guys, they got teeth on their tongues. I know cold, it's a gold lie, but it's a herring. It's herring. I know the difference. I just like saying skipjack on feed. Skipjack. Gorgeous fish, folks. Beautiful. Like I said, look at it. They got teeth on their tongues. That would be odd to have teeth on one's tongue. Ah. All right, buddy. Sorry. You know what? Heck. We're gonna let her go. I've got one of these in the freezer, so see you, buddy. There he goes. You know, yeah, we let him go. What the heck? No worries. So we've caught a skipjack and a channel catfish on the feed so far. Yeah, keeping that off the bottom a little bit, I guess, was the trick. And getting out there a little deeper. I'm sorry about bouncing the camera. It happens. At least you got to see it. I mean, the last time I bumped the camera, it went instead of it. You know, my tripod's getting old, folks. I think I'm going to need a new one soon. Hey, we caught a fishy. That's our second of the day. One skipjack herring. All right, one herring And one channel catfish. See, 17 people in, and well, how do we go down in thumbs up? We went down in thumbs up. We're up to 31 now, I think. We're up to 50 there. Oh no, yeah, it's 50, 52. Okay. It's hard to see it. 3 and a 5 look kind of the same. I thought we would go down. Sometimes it'll do that too. It'll kick off thumbs up. I don't know why it'll do that. See, message retracted. Oh boy, they're gonna start. Was timed out, and see. Hi Richard, thanks for coming back in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well today, my friend. I hope your day is going great. Yeah, we're down on the Mississippi River, down by the Arch in St. Louis. Caught one channel catfish, about 2.5 pounds, and one skipjack. That was about a pound, I guess. 3/4 of a pound, something like that. And he says, "Oops, sorry, Gator." Ha ha ha. I know what. You got the Philly sometimes too. Philly peep, Philly. Got Philly. Yeah, I'll have our backup cell phone on the next feed for sure. My plan only gives me a certain amount of high-speed data and low-speed data, and when one runs out, yeah, well, a certain amount of low-speed data to use on the backup cell phone. Now, when that runs out, I run high speed on the main, and then I don't have any data on the other cell phone. Miss Gigi says, OIC query. You mean this? Oh boy. I ain't saying it, Danny. Not saying it. Go ahead and try it all you want. It ain't gonna happen. Now I can still do this. Bye. See, Gator's laughing his butt off, and guys, what am I gonna do with you? What am I going to do with you? Oh, and look at that, folks. Check it out. There's some military helicopters going up there. You see that right over the bridge there. See him right there? Well, that was interesting. Let's see, 10 people in, and see, in 51 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, Chinook helicopter. Let's see. Oh, military uniforms. Things are even getting better. Hey guys, we got a live one over here. Oh boy. I wonder what that was doing. I wonder what they were doing, just like practice procedures, I suppose. And they are not hitting directly on the bottom down here for sure. Right on that one. Come on, buddy, get it. Come on. Backing on it again. Come on. Come on. Backing on it. Stay sitting out there. Yeah, it's doing a little ping, 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 ping. About as far as that one's going out. A couple good peck bites on that. He's on there. Popped off though. Dang it. He was on there. Got my other line too, so this needs more bait. They've got a lot of that bait off on this one too. So this one needs to be cast first so that I can get this one out there properly. Ah! Tell me. What could it do? Crap. Yep. Just tied a knot around that tip. That was weird. Yeah, that one's got to be cast out first, obviously. That one's going to be drifting a little further downriver. Obviously, it's got to cast out first. Just need some more bait on it. That. We still have some red wigglers left. Not the right container. This is the right one. Hang on, folks. I'll be back with you in just a second. We got plenty of red wigglers left. I haven't used many of them. One thing about fishing down here on the river this time of the year, if you don't find a few bites, you're not going to use many worms. That's a nice little gobby gob. That's got quite a bit of weight on it, so it's holding out there. As opposed to that one, she's just drifting very, very slowly down the river. That's the one that's probably getting the bites, but it hasn't been getting them today. It's the one that's kind of stationary. Usually down here, when you use like a drift fishing technique, that's the one that'll get the bites as opposed to the one that's stationary, because it'll drift down by the fish. Now, for some reason, they're so slow that even like drifting like this is moving too fast for them. Now, setting in a spot like that, give them a few minutes, they'll find the bait eventually. That's pretty good, folks. All right, let's get back to that chat. Clear a path just in case something wants to hit. A lot of them dang styrofoam containers down here. None of them are mine. See, 11 people in and 52 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Danny says, LOL, Miss Giggy. See, Danny says, I know Miss Giggy. Let's see, Miss Giggy says Gator and laughing his butt off, her butt off, and their buddy. Everyone's laughing but me on this live feed, really. I mean, I'm the only one keeping a straight face down here. Why? Why me? Why me? Let's see, Danny's still laughing his butt off. Let's see, Too High and in NL, I don't know. Gotta watch what I'm reading right now, folks, because let's see, speaking of high cheers, let's see, Danny says 420 Gator, laughing his butt off, CT. Let's see, Bay says cheers. Danny with the popcorn emojis. I think that's popcorn. Let's see, Miss Giggy says Danny, and pink poo emojis. Chris, pink poo emojis. Pink poo emojis. Pink poo all everywhere. And let's see. Hi, Maddie. Thanks for coming in, Maddie. Let's see. Maddie says MVP. Let's see. Danny says hi, Maddie. Morty. Sorry about that. Morty. Thanks for coming in, Morty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do apologize. I'm reading this chat the old-fashioned way. And I do appreciate those reactions, my friends. Helps out the channel so much. Let's see, Morty says, don't be a bum and throw up that thumb. Teamwork makes the stream work. Yes, it does, my friend. See, fun, not with not you, Chris. Yeah, they're just having fun. Don't worry. Let's see, Danny's laughing his butt off. Let's see, Chris is laughing his butt off again. Miss Giggy laughing her butt off. Let's see, Chris says, thanks for asking, Danny, but no thanks. Let's see, Danny says, here it comes. And message retracted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And see, Danny's laughing his butt off again. God, they're acting silly again. Chris is like, not in the eye, not in the eye. Well, get your eye out of here. It won't be in your eye. Duh. Oh, I'm just going to stick my eye in here. Ow, my eye, not in the eye. Ow, ow. That's one of the few things my mom taught me. Don't pick it or it'll never heal, and don't poke yourself in the eyeball. Boink. Ow, my eye. Ow, ow, ow. Boy. That's what we're reduced to. Let's see, Morty with the LOL. Let's see, Danny says, everything that bites, Morty. Yeah, we're trying for, let's see, today we've caught one skipjack herring, about 1 pound, and it's the channel about 2.5 pounds. Now this spot holds some nice buffalo carp, some nice drum. Sturgeon like to come in here. Maybe if the water is starting to warm up, maybe one of these big old common carp will sneak in here in this little spot. I did bait her up pretty good. Hopefully that's putting some scent out for these guys. I've scattered more corn from that point all the way down there, all the way back here. So they've definitely got some bait in the water. The line starts here. Unfortunately, the current will go back and forth. So, but that just means the corn scattered to the behind us and in front of us. So hopefully the fish don't get confused and go the opposite direction. Had some nice military helicopters go over. A couple pretty good trains. Some pretty cool trains today went by. Couple big old barges. I think it's been a fun feed today so far. Let's see, 15 people in. Let's see, and 54 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Should go back down and get my coffee. It's all the way down to the other spot. Let's see, Miss Giggy with the googly eyes. Release, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Release says, hey, what you doing, Mike? What's up? Chat, GTSY. Let's see, we've caught one channel cat about 2.5 pounds. Let's see, one channel cat about 2.5 pounds, and one skipjack herring about 1 pound. And if you missed it, release to the grease. Release, thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we glitched out for a minute there. Let me make sure we're not pixelated. There we are back in. Sometimes after you glitch out for a second, it'll go pixelated. So it's best to refresh it when it does that. see, 17 people in. Let's see, and 30, 50, 54 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Chris says, what's up with that, mesquite? What did I miss? Let's see, Chris says, going great, release. How's yourself? Let me refresh that bore rod again. It seems to have drifted down with a few bars left again. Finally got that thing free. Got it off though. Nice got one still. Jason and I, we didn't try this spot the other day because the wind was blowing really bad that way, so it would have been really, really bad in this location. We opted to fish down there on the rocks where that sun would warm us up for a little while, but yeah, that didn't last for very long because after about 2 hours, that sun sets down there. Now the sun stays up here until about dark. If I'd have known that, I'd have come down here, fish down here. That's the way things happen. You never know what's gonna happen. The wind just changed direction on us for no reason. And it got cloudy and the sun set a little bit on a weird angle that day. I keep forgetting that this is a different time of the year. The sun's in a different angle, so sun sets differently than when you're in the summer. Let's see, 2 brunettes, Brune. Oh, there he goes, speaking Klingon again. Let's see, Chris says Danny. Miss Gigi says Chris and hi. It's a smiling emoji. Yeah, going over the reels again. Ah, boy. That water will just rise for no reason. Just be sitting here, it'll go up. Look at it. Seriously? Look, the water just went up 3 or 4 inches for no reason. And that water is ice cold. Just waiting for it to descend back to normal. Nary a barge in sight, nothing anywhere. No reason for it to have done that, but it did. That's the bank collapsing in as he flies back up. Look at that stuff collapsing down there. We were standing down there earlier. See that something, folks? We were standing over there earlier. hate it when it does that. You're sitting down here and the water rises up 3 or 4 inches. And look at that. That whole bank just collapsed down there. Let's see. Yep, Klingon, Vulcan. Sheesh, look at that stuff just collapsing down there. I'm so glad we moved from down there now. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, glad I am Latina. Yavoroko. It's from Spaceballs. That's what she said. That's not what I said. Yeah, that's what you said, Miss Giggy. You said it. You want me to take a screenshot of it? Because I will. Chris said, bless you, Mike. Who do we have in? Jason. Hi, Jason. Thanks for coming back in. False North. False North says, hey, Mike. Hi, Jason. Hi, buddy. Let's see. He says, I am back. I see tons of white foam. Yeah, the water went up a little bit and collapsed that shoreline down there. And when dry sand hits the water, it'll cause like a foamy, yucky stuff on the wall on the surface. Now, if it was the summertime, there'd be grass carp down here eating the heck out of that. But this time of the year, she's just gonna float down the river. Yeah, where we were standing, the ground collapsed in because the water is rising up really slowly. It'll do it in bursts. Like our rods were underwater like a minute ago. Let's see, today on the feed so far, we've got about a 2.5 pound channel and about a pound skipjack herring. See, Mike had a blast, so white foam. Oh boy. Danny, you see that? The sand, when it collapses, when it's dry like that, it hits the water, it'll cause a foam. See, don't forget the blurry path, Chris. Let's see, Jason. Yep. Chris says to Jason. See, Denny says, jump to. Oh yeah, that foam over there. Yeah, that kind of foam. You know when the water stuff does that. It's nothing to worry about. That happens all the time. I don't know what that skipjack was doing on the bottom like that. That one hit like a drum, man. That bait had been sitting out there for a minute and it just going pop, pop, pop. I thought I went over and thought I had a small drum on. Probably what those little bites I was missing over there were, like skipjack right by the bank. Those are holding out there good. I like where they're holding. Just gonna lift this up a little, make sure she's not stuck in the muck. Trying to keep my reels out of the daggone sand. Water keeps jumping up like that. I might try this one a little closer. Sand bottom. I know what that is. It's not even a snag. That's where the shelf is. That's exposed. I can't feel it. Just slid back down the hook. This is a bait holder, but sometimes it'll slide back down. We're gonna go in a little closer. Good, anything's moved in for the evening because of how warm it's been. I wouldn't expect too much because we haven't had that much sun today. I'm afraid. Even the warm temperatures, the sun would warm things up more than these 65, 67 degree temperatures. Let's see. Jason says, "Way to go, Mike." Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 8 people in. Let's see, and 59 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Hey, we're making to the 60s. Make it to 60 thumbs up. Not getting a lot of views by YouTube right now, but I got to get out live streaming when I can. It's going to be really cold soon. As long as my friends and family on YouTube come in, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. See, Miss Giggy says, if you only knew, Chris. Yeah, you guys, I'm staying out of a lot of your chat. That's the reason why, yeah, you guys are like, woo. Let's see, Gator says, nope, that's not. I'm off the spot. Oh, there you are. Somebody really, what's going on? Somebody really says was here. Yep, you were, my friend. Let's see, nobody really. Let's see, Danny says hi, LOL, Miss Giggy. Danny says hi, nobody. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, what is that? Luke? Thanks for coming in, my friend. What brand's the bait caster? That is a Silver Max. Abu Garcia. Let's see, Jenny says hi, Luke. Let's see, Chris says somebody. She says, if possible, can I drop my... Up, yeah, absolutely, Danny. It might take him a minute. No worries. Jason says he thinks he got that job. Awesome, my friend. All right, there you go, my friend. See, we've been 249 people in, 61 thumbs up. Danny says pinned. Chris says I used to get to work every weekend wearing a suit. I used to wear a suit too when I go to church. Now I just wear my sweatpants. Then he says, me too, Chris, LOL. Okay, I see that. All right, I have to get to that message when I get home. Boy, these guys are a little quiet right now, aren't they? Kind of surprising with the warmer temps, but I guess it's just because there's no sun out today. And see, Danny says the only suit I'm going to be wearing is when they bury me. Trying to keep my reels out of the sand. This is a little cheap Ozark Trails rod, and that is the spinning combo is a Fluger. Unfortunately, we had kind of a bad time with our bait caster today. We got snagged and the line snapped me up here, so unfortunately I can't really cast her out that far, or at all for that matter. I can barely get her in deep enough water to see if there's a fish. That's as far as I can cast her out. So this is about out of line. Yeah, that's what happens when you get snagged out deep. And the line snaps right by your spool. And it's kind of a quiet day today, folks. It's beautiful down here. Very, very relaxing. Especially after all that excitement, yada, 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 at the lake. Get down here on the river, it really is. It just takes a weight off your soul, you know what I mean? The spot isn't nearly as deep as the spot Jason and I were fishing the other day. So you don't usually find the big blue cat and stuff down here this time of the year. Find a lot of those warm water species that are just starting to move into the shallows. The common carp, buffalo carp, the grass carp, the rum, the channel cat. All those species that kind of like to sneak into the shallows as soon as she starts to warm up. Oh, wait. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see, 12 people in, and let's see, and 62 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Chris says, I don't want to be buried in a suit. Well, if you wear a suit all the time, I wouldn't want to be buried in a suit either. Just tell them I want to be buried in my boxers or something. I think the view is, oh boy. Yeah, it is. It's very peaceful and relaxing down here. A lot of times I'll work for a while this time of the year just to find a fish, catch a fish, and just sit back and I caught one. I'm good. Mind you, I like to keep the lines wet. I mean, I am out here fishing, so technically I have to keep some kind of bait on a hook and keep them lines wet. Let's see, Miss Gigi says, not at work. Not anymore. Let's see, John C, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. John C says, hey, Mike. How you doing today, John C? I hope you're having a great day, my friend. Let's see, Denny says, hi, John. Let's see, says, hi, John. John says, Miss Gigi, hello. We're doing okay. We caught about a 2.5 pound channel catfish on the feed, and we caught about a pound skipjack. So no skunk today. John says, Johnny Lamb, hello. Oh, there's Johnny Lamb. What's going on? Johnny Lamb says, John C. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Can't be, the temperature's about so far rod. back. The temperature's about 65 out here right now. The wind's like totally almost completely died down. That was a ping ping, and that was it. That was it, folks. They've been doing that all day, too. I mean, that's like the 15th or 16th bite I've had where I saw it from over here peck once or twice, and that was it. Let's see, Marvin. Let's see, Marvin says hi. How you doing, Marvin? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, says see, Raj, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, she's been pretty quiet today on the feed. Nice and relaxed and back, but not a lot of people in. Let's see, Raj says hello. Let's see, says hello. I see, where are you from, bro? Okay, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. This is the Mississippi River. We're about a quarter mile upriver from the Arch in St. Louis. Channel is about fishing in around St. Louis and more. Let's see, Chris says, I am off today. Have a good one. All right, hope you have a good night's sleep, my friend, and I do appreciate you coming in, my friend. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Let's see, Danny says later, Chris. See, Claudia says, say is back, Miss Giggy. Let's see, John says 40 today, and it feels good after 20s. Yeah, we're in the 60s today, and it's going to be dropping into the 20s tomorrow and into the teens the next day with some Arctic blast, snow, a whole bunch of bad stuff coming. Let's see, Raj says hi from the Netherlands. We've got a lot of people in chat from the Netherlands. Let's see, Chris, he just left. Danny the Stinger Manny, he's manning my main chat. So where it says MVP, that's Danny. Miss Gigi is also from, well, she lives in the Netherlands. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, Danny says hi, Chris. Says, how about you go to bed? Work tomorrow. Are they biting? We've had a few bites, some nibbles here and there. We've caught one channel about 2.5 pounds, one skipjack about 1 pound. The water's still pretty cold down here. It's in the upper 30s to maybe 40 degrees if you're lucky, and that's at the surface temperature. The water down deeper, it's in the low 30s, low to mid 30s, probably 33, 34, maybe 35 degrees. A lot of these fish down here are warm water species, so until it gets up into the 40s and 50s, yeah, it's gonna be a little slow. No skunk on the feed. Definitely no skunk. Let's see. Chris says, okay, now I'm really off. Take care, Chris. Let's see. 16 people in and 64 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, pecking on it again. buddy. Do that one more time. You just go in these little ting, 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 ting. Very, very lightly. I do like to have my backup cell phone while I'm doing this, while I can read the chat with you guys, so that I don't have to get away from these rods. But it's the last day of my plan. Tomorrow it kicks over, so I can get my backup cell phone back online. For now, I'm just reading chat the old-fashioned way, right off the back of the screen. That gets frustrating when they start doing this, right? And the moment you get over here, it stops. We got some purple clouds up that way, folks. They said a storm front was coming in and was going to drop that temperature, and that looks like that might be it. You can go back on that feed and you can zoom in on that rod doing that. Barely pecking on it. Much bet the moment I get back over here, he's going to start pecking on it again. You know what? I'm going to refresh this bait while I'm on here. I'm not going to reel her in. I'm going to lift her up a little bit. Down the top or something. The majority of this bank is sand, but there are spots where there's some mud still. You never know. Better be safe than sorry, right, folks? Yeah, I do know there's some really cold weather coming. We're about to break the 3-hour barrier, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Let's see, 19 people in. Let's see, 66 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We caught a few fish on this feed. Definitely show some potential for this season. I can't wait for spring. I can't wait for like the 75, 80 degree days and the 45, 50, maybe 60 degree nights. Get those worms up to the surface. Get me starting to get those garden variety night crawlers, and really start catching them down here. Let's see, going to fish though through the winter. Yeah, I fish throughout the winter. I fish throughout the hottest part of the summers. Every day I get that's 35 to 40 degrees with a little bit of sun. Even if it's like 25 degrees, sunny and no wind, I'll still come out fishing. It's just those, 35 degree days where there's 15-mile-per-hour winds, and yeah, it ain't gonna happen. I'm 58. I'll freeze my nubby nubs off. I guess we both fishing through the winter. Let's see. Yep, we just broke the 3-hour barrier. 3 hours and 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm not going to keep any more of you guys this time. Yeah, it's starting to look a little funky behind me too. And I can definitely feel that temperature dropping. I think we're going to call her, folks. No need to do a 4-hour feed if the fish aren't hitting real good. 2-3 hours is fine. I was sure hoping I could get a few more bites down here in this new spot. We got one skipjack here, and that other spot we got one pretty good channel catfish. Had a few more bites. Hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the feed. I hope you enjoyed the comments. Hope you enjoyed the outdoors with me and my friends and family on YouTube. Been a beautiful day, especially in January. Can't beat it, my friends. Yep, that's a nice ice cold breeze there. Woohoo! That just gave me a chill. yeah, I'm just gonna add my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. Hope to see you on the next one, my friends. Have a great rest of your day, and I do appreciate you being in. Thank you. Appreciate it.